Gwan, taro and tea. Tea sippers, gwan, taro and tea. Tea sippers, gwan, taro and tea. Welcome, 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 tea sippers. Yeah. Wagwan people, Wagwan tea sippers. How you all doing, my generals? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're looking good. I hope you're feeling good. And you know, it's full moon. So now is a good time for us to just, take some time to reflect and focus on what areas we can work on, what we need to let go on this full moon. Yeah, so we're going to take some time because we had the Lion Portal, and the Lion Portal is all that is about manifesting. It's about focusing, taking that time to really channel on what it is that we want to bring into our existence. How we can take some time to really focus on what it is that we truly want and truly desire. But now it's full moon, it's about focusing on what we need to let go, what's no longer serving us, and we need to let go. We need to say bye, see ya, adios, amigo. All right, guan, gue. Yeah, it's time to let go, and we're doing this together. We as a collective, we're all working together. We're all supporting one another. We're all about the love and light. We're all about that growth, that personal growth, that self growth. All right. So, you know how we do around here, okay? All right. So, we're just going to give a quick thanks. Thank you. Thank you for the messages. May the messages resonate with the collective and they can use it for their own guidance, for their intuition, and on their journey to self-love, growth, personal development. And may the messages for this full moon help them on their journey. All right, so now that we've done that, just look at the letter F, U, and M, and just see if there's any messages, any letter that's resonating for you, and then just pick one and just have a read. And if you want to read them all, you can do that as well. All right, so see you on the other side. Wagwan. Wagwan people, Wagwan tea sippers. Right, so let's look into the messages for pile 1. So for the collective that chose pile 1, let's see Wagwan. Make sure you got a nice tea, a beverage. If it's something a little stronger you want, you can take that too. Yeah? So let's have a look, okay? Let's see what messages are there for us. So for the collective, for those in the collective that chose pile 1, let's see Wagwan. Let's get into it. All right. Okay, so let me put this card to the one side. We're going to just start the tarot first. Right. So we have the Page of Wands. We have the Hermit in reverse. We have the Four of Cups. We have the Five of Cups. And we have the Star in reverse. Right. So let's see. What is it that we need to let go? And I'm sensing from here, like, this is the message. So like the Page of Wands, it's like a younger spirit or younger energy, but it's like of who's maybe have come to give a message, or may have like now recognizing like there needs to be growth in a particular area. So in regards to wands, it's like taking action. And with the Hermit in reverse, it's like saying, yeah, you have to come out of this energy of like maybe just isolating yourself or keeping yourself to yourself, because by you doing that, you're blocking the blessing. because this is the blockage. Like, you want change, you want growth, but you're not taking the action to go move forward to make things happen for you, and that's leaving you in this position of like feeling like, oh, like, why is things not happening for me? But look, see the two cups here. The two cups here is basically saying, look, things are, it's changing your mindset, changing your attitude, changing the way you look at things, so things can run for you, things can work for you, because the stars here. And for me, the fact that the stars in reverse is telling me that blessings are coming for you, but it's waiting for you. It's waiting for you. Are you ready to come forward? Are you ready to come and take action? Are you ready to make things happen for yourself? Are you ready to take that job offer? Are you ready to go and work on that project that you've left for like months or weeks on end, or even or for a year, and you've been saying it? You've just been saying it, but you ain't been materializing. You ain't been putting in that productive energy to make it happen. Yeah, this is why the hermit is in reverse. The hermit saying we have to come out of that energy. We have to come out that energy, sister. We have to come out of that energy, brother. We have to come out that energy. If we want things to make things happen for us, we have to come out that energy. Because now it's telling us we have to take ourselves out that energy. Yeah, there's no more time now to keep just staying and keeping yourself to yourself and just maybe looking deeply for answers and things like that. No, it's time to come out. It's time to come out. But you have to. It's also I'm seeing like there's a resistance there, because with the Four of Cups is like, blessings can be, or opportunities can be there for you, or it could be opportunities for, like, let's say love, passion, or just like maybe a drive to do something. Yeah, because where the Page of Wands is here, it's telling me that there could be some like opportunities, and it could be opportunities like maybe things that you want, or things that you want to manifest in your for yourself. But there seems to be a blockage in you not believing in yourself, you doubting yourself, and talking negatively, or coming up with like, oh, why is this always happening to me? But not seeing that, look, there's an opportunity here. You need to take it. You need to take that opportunity, even if it's like, right, I'm gonna set myself a plan. I'm gonna even set myself a plan for the next 6 months. What is it that I want for the next 6 months? Can I and what I need to do? What steps I need to take? Because this is telling me, look, I need to. With the Page of Wands here, like, you may have been like that in the past, full of energy, full of vibrant energy, and maybe life got in the way, and now you've in this kind of stuck in this rut where you're feeling like, oh, I don't know if I can get what I want, or if I've got the energy or the drive. So many things happen in life, and whether it's like you maybe you live far away from where the opportunity is, you have children, you have responsibilities, and you keep thinking about all of these things till you really just take yourself away from what it is that you really want, rather than going, right, you know what? Yeah, it may seem like it's far away. Yeah, it might seem like the opportunities are so far, or I don't even know how I'm going to get to even think about the opportunity, or how do I even go about doing it, or how I go about achieving this idea that I've had or been sitting on for a while. But take that time. The full moon is really asking us, if there's anything that we've been putting off, anything that we've been holding out, or just thinking, maybe another time, or this, I don't see this working, I'm not sure how this is going to work. It's time to work on that. And I see it's time to work on our heart chakra as well, because I'm sensing like a lot of pain, a lot of loss, worry, stress, and it's time to let that go. It's time to let that go. Yeah, because blessings is here for you. Blessings and abundance is here for you. As a collective, we're all about that self-growth. Yeah, and sometimes it's okay to feel like this at times. It's okay to feel like this. Sometimes there's times when we feel sad. Sometimes we just You know, it's just a feeling that you can't sometimes explain it, but let it pass. Just saying how you can feel happy, you know, we have to embrace the feeling. We have to embrace the feeling. Embrace that feeling and let it pass. Yeah. But then once you come to realize that you can let it pass, then it stops blocking you. It stops blocking you. It no longer has that hold on you. Because look here, when you feel like, oh, misery, things have like maybe like spoiled, um you know, you've had some like things ruined, or you know, whether it's like relationships has not, there's been like relationships where you haven't seen the success that you had hoped for, you know, or a passion of yours, or like something that you wanted to go for and it just hasn't worked the way you wanted it. Have no fear. Like, let go. Don't make these things stress you. Don't make these things worry you, because when you're there focusing heavily on that, you miss, and you see how this is here. You miss the blessings that are coming to you. Look at that. Look at the two. Look, this cup here and there's 2 cups here. What does that make? 3 of cups. 3 of cups is all about celebration. Yeah? Joy, togetherness, collaboration. Yeah? So your blessings can come to you. But your blessings can't come to you if you're in this position, because it's on hold, and the universe will keep it on hold until it's clear, like you have a clear vision of what it is you truly want. And we want to manifest what we want, you know, because it's again like, if your mindset is still stuck in this energy of like, oh, you know, I'm trying, or like you're it's like in and out. You're not given a clear vision of what it is you want. You're kind of unsure of how you really feel, and how you're feeling, because it is a lot of cups energy here. That feeling will manifest itself into and bring you back to this position. So you have to be clear with how you're really feeling, you know, and when you're and let that bad feeling pass. Because if you hold on to that bad feeling, you will manifest more of that feeling like, oh, you're not good enough. You questioning yourself all the time, why things are not happening for you, why is this always happening to me? You know, when those questions come into your head, because sometimes, you know what, we always have those little thoughts that come into that little voice that comes into our head. When that little voice comes into your head, retune it. Anytime you hear that little voice about why it happened, why is this always happening to me? Why is this always happening to me? You say, you know what? This is happening to me for a reason, and it's for my self-growth, it's for my self-development. And I'm thankful that the universe is helping me to grow every day. Yeah? Just switch it, because then that will help you to develop that strength, to help you to see that, you know what, you're not feeling like you're a victim of your circumstances, but really recognizing that maybe the situations have helped you to grow. You know, you can look back and reflect and go, oh my gosh, do you remember that day when I was like, oh, remember when I was looking at how things weren't working out, but look at that. And you know, just from the change of my mindset, I then recognize that all of these were actually blessings for me to help me to heal. And you know, maybe also the rejection was also God's protection. Like you recognize it, like, oh, when I felt rejected in this area, or rejected by this love interest, I'm so thankful that I can grow from this. I'm so thankful that I can grow, I can develop, and oh my gosh, you know, there was a better choice all along. But because I was so stuck in this energy, you know, I couldn't see what was happening around me. I couldn't see that there was all blessings, and look at that, all the abundance of joy around me, you know, because this is like, it's asking for like that healing. And I think with the full moon as well here, take that time to heal. Take that time to focus on what it is that you really want in your life. Take that time to really focus on, you know, if there's anything that's been hindering you, anything that's been, you know, troubling you with like any pain, or like seek help, seek professional advice. so that you can focus on your healing. Listen to affirmations. When you get that little voice in your head, just retune it and try to you know retune it with something that to switch that kind of thinking. And so you're not always, oh, why is this happening to me? You just change it into something positive, so your blessings can come. And working on your heart chakra as well, and as well as your root chakra. Yeah, so that's located at the lower part of your abdomen, but like really focus on that, so you can then really tune in to really what it is that you want in life. And so you're not blocking yourself from any blessings that come your way, because it's not time to block any blessings. Blessings are in abundance, and take those blessings. If there's any opportunities that come your way, take it. Use this time, as the hermits here. Take this time to come out of your comfort zone. Come out of that whole feeling of like, oh, why is this? You doubting yourself. You really kind of like staying in this kind of introverted kind of way where. And there's not to say there's nothing wrong with being an introvert or anything like that. Yeah. But it's this kind of energy of like, you just not 100% confident in yourself, which has then resulted to you may have like tried, and then may have not, maybe on like first or couple of attempts, kind of had this doubt of feeling like, oh, maybe I'm not good enough, I'm not good for this, maybe this is not right for me. But from those failures were actually helping you to ascend, helping you to grow to where you needed to be, to your higher self. But you have to take that opportunity because they are there. But because you're stuck in this energy of feeling like, I'm not good enough, this is not right for me, it's stopping you, it's kind of holding you, But the blessings are there, but you have to come out of this energy and really take time to really tune into what it is you want, whether it's for the end of for the remainder of the year or for beyond. Really tune into what it is you want and go for it. Go for it. Every idea, every little thing that we see around us, whether it's like a car, a book, a house, the internet, it all came from an idea. Someone who had an idea first. An idea of like, ooh, you know what, I'm gonna try this, I'm gonna make this happen. You see how the page of wands is like, with all the yellows and the orange, it's all like vibrant colors of like any like passion, energy, drive to go and make things happen, even if they didn't know what the idea was. Or how the idea would actually look as the final outcome. But it's about taking that time to get back into that spirit, get back into that energy of like that, having that passion, that drive. And I love dancing, because dancing is such a good way to like move the body and help the body to kind of revitalize its fire energy, because the page, like the ones that and the page of wands, it's all about fire energy. Fire energy, whereas the cups is about like emotional energy. So it's like there is a lot of emotional energy here, and that's okay. But we want to work on making that so that making it so that we don't get lost in this feeling of like doubt and questioning ourselves and feeling that we're not good enough, because we want to go through the process and understand that these feelings shall pass. Okay, don't hold on to it and block yourself, and it's in this position of where you are kind of you're not seeing your greatness, you're not seeing your blessings. It's time to recognize that I need to work on this, and this is something I can let go, and this is something I can work on letting go on this full moon. Whether it's writing a letter and a short note to yourself and just saying, I'm ready to let go of this energy on this full moon. This energy no longer serves me. This energy, I can see how this energy has held me back and has stopped me from seeing the good around me, as well as showing gratitude and being thankful for what I have, even though there's more that I would want in life, but being thankful for the blessings. Yeah, thankful for the blessings that I do have in life. Yeah, and just if you can, when you write it out, you could then write it and then and then you could tear it up, throw it in the toilet, yeah, or you could burn it, but just making sure you're keeping yourself like safe if you're going to do that. But you could just write it out and then or even say it out loud and saying that you're letting it go. Just say it out loud and just saying you're letting it go, or even write it in your journal and you're saying this is what you're letting go, so you can bring in the energy of more of that fire energy into your life, into your existence of doing things. And even when you're not sure how things are going to or how the final outcome is going to look, how you're not going to worry. You're going to keep your vision focused and clear on what it is that you want, so you can bring in that energy, even the people around you, like you focusing on your vision. So creating a vision board will be really good for you as well, to help you then to really focus on what it is you want, so you're not focusing on what you don't want, but then manifesting what you actually don't want. Yeah, so I hope that's really making sense to the collective who chose pile 1, okay? And we're going to just look at this oracle card, okay? And it says, I can gradually change my vibrational frequency. So, you hear that? You hear that, collective? Wagwan Tara Anti Collective, you hear that? I can gradually change my vibrational energy, yeah? So there is no thought that you cannot eventually have, just as there is no place that you cannot eventually teach from wherever you are, but you cannot instantly jump to a thought that has a vibrational frequency very different from the thoughts you are usually thinking. You hear that? So that is all about, you see, you have to take time to come out of this energy, because if you want change, if you want to come out of that energy, that frequency of like self-doubt, that you questioning yourself, it's a process. You have let it pass. You have to let it pass. We all get good feelings, we get bad feelings too, but it's how we manage them. And it's about understanding that when they pass, like letting them filter them out, so you can bring more in. And it's whether even like I said, writing it out in your journal, saying it out loud, that you're releasing it, I'm letting go. And you say it with conviction. I'm letting go of everything that no longer serves me. I'm letting go of everything that no longer serves me. Any thought or feeling that has made me question myself, I'm letting go. I'm letting go, as it no longer serves me. Yeah, say it with conviction, say it with power, because we're all, as a collective, we're all in this together. We're all supporting one another. Put it in the comments, share it with us as a collective. Yeah, because we're all about self-growth, love and light. Okay, good energy around here. Yeah, up in here too. So recognize, what your the energy that you're showing to the world, but the energy that you're showing to yourself, because we want to bring in that good energy, that good energy into our lives. So we need to recognize that, if we're in this state of feeling, it's gonna block us, and we're all about letting go, yeah. And the full moon is perfect time for letting go, retuning on what it is that you want, and maybe using the time to think, right, okay, on this full moon, this is what I'm going to focus on. And and then maybe for the next full moon, reflect on it. How did it go for you? Have you noticed changes in yourself? Have you noticed how you've been talking more positively? Or whenever you do get those little voices in your head that makes you feel like you're doubting yourself, what steps did you do, or how successful did you find it? Just kind of switching that. Maybe listen to a affirmation tape for 30 days, as part of that kind of like the moon cycle. So by the full moon, you'll be feeling a lot more like, oh wow, you recognize that your certain habits have kind of cut off, because it takes roughly about, let's say, 21 days to a month to create a new habit. So let's create new healthy habits for ourselves as a collective. Yeah, let's make this happen for ourselves. So what I'm going to do is, let's pull out a quick proverb and see if anything comes out. If nothing comes out, I have one in mind. Can we have a proverb, please? And the collector. Whoa, that just flew out over there. Let me see if I can get it. Wow. Let's see. Yes. When trouble take you, picnic shirt fit you. When trouble take you, picnic shirt fit you. So that just means when trouble hits us, or when we're feeling stressed, it's time. It's time to find ways to come out of this feeling. And this is what I'm getting from this. It's time to come out of that energy. It's time to come out of that energy. You see, when we have challenging, difficult times or adversity, this is where we have to adapt. We have to get ourselves out of the situation and think out of the box. Whoa, wow. Thank you, Spirit, for the messages you're helping us as a collective for our own guidance, our own intuition. But this is the energy. This is what full moon wants us as a collective who chose pile one to let go of this energy, because this energy is not serving us, honey. It's not serving us. And it is putting us in an energy of feeling like self-doubt, putting us in bad situations. And it's now we have to come out of this frequency. We have to come out of this energy, because it's no longer serving us. All right. So to the collective that chose pile one, I hope the messages resonated with you all. Yeah. And if the messages didn't resonate, you don't have to take it. That's what we do around here. You all right? That's what we do around here. We take what resonates and leave the rest. I saw it go. Yeah? So that's how it goes around here. All right. So please share with friends and family, or anyone that you think, you think this message will resonate with. Be sure to like and subscribe, and to click on the notification bell so you're always up to date and can link me up, yeah, on the next episode. But until then, take the messages, and I hope that the messages will help you on your journey to your own self-growth and development. Stay blessed, and gwan. Of Pentacles, we got the Two of Cups, we have the Page of Cups, we have the Temperance in reverse, and we have the King of Cups. All right, so from what I can see here, collective, that there has been lots of like this feeling of despair, lost. It has an impact on your finance, and with the Two of Cups in reverse, that maybe it has impacted on your relationship, impacted on maybe your love to support yourself, whether it's this financially. But like with the Page of Cups here, like I'm still seeing that there is like hope that this can it can blossom. Like you're kind of putting one, like how I see the Page of Cups is like a younger energy. So it's like that still, there's still that energy of wanting to try, wanting to put one foot forward, like how the Page of Cups is putting one foot forward, you know. They might still kind of like, even here, like having the hand on the waist is like, there's still a little bit of resistance there, but I'm willing to put one foot forward to try. And the fish is here as well. So I'm wondering if as well, if because the fish is a sign of like fertility, if there is pregnancy here, or if this relationship has, or if anyone in the collective is pregnant. But I'm also seeing that with the Temperance in reverse, there's an imbalance in this situation, and it has caused this feeling where now with the King of Cups here, you have to take this time to really tune in you understanding you, loving on yourself, on yourself like you are the King of Cups. Yeah, being in tune with your emotions and how you feel, and just knowing that it's okay. Because I'm getting quite a lot of stories here with this reading. Like there could be, for some of those in the collective, there's been some issues with relationships, because there's a lot of like uh, cups energy, and cups energy is all about kind of like love, emotions, feelings. So there seems to be a lot of like maybe a loss, or there's been a feeling like, you know, you're not sure how to feel in this relationship, and it has impacted on you financially, and it has also made you feel like you're trying, but you're still feeling like you're left out in the cold. And it's caused this relationship, because for it to be in reverse, that there may have been like it's like a soulmate energy, but you're just not seeing eye to eye together. You've kind of fallen out of love, or fallen out of, you're both not in the same frequency, you're both not in the same energy, whereas maybe before you saw things on the same level. Because like the Temperance here, that would have been like, you know, that soulmate energy here. But now things are not, you're not seeing things eye to eye, and things are not kind of like blossoming how things were. Hence the reason why we've got the Five of Pentacles here. Yeah. So, but it seems like there's still like an energy of love, or still wanting to try, but there's still pain from this, and you need to work on this healing. Like I see it's like the Temperance upright, I always get this energy of like feeling balanced with yourself, your, you know, your spirituality, being really connected to your intuition. Whereas in reverse, it's like there's an imbalance there. There's an imbalance there, and that imbalance is with the King of Cups. Yeah, it doesn't matter what gender we are, like we're male or female on this, because it all applies. That is asking us to tune into our King of Cups energy. It's asking us to really be like succinct, like connected with our intuition, with our emotions, with our feelings, you know, really showing that self-love to ourselves, because that self-love is important. Collective, we are all about growth, we are all about self-love, we are all about self-growth and development, personal development. Yes, it's a tarot. We do tarot. We also, you know, put a bit of Jamaican Patois in it. Yeah, so we put a bit of Jamaican Patois in the readings. You know, we just make it fun. But I love the fact as well with this set, it's also got a Jamaican influence from Pamela Coleman Smith. So, you know, we have all that into it. But we move on. But it's asking us to show love. It's asking us to show that love, because you may have been putting so much time and so much energy into this area, and it's not manifested how you wanted it. It's not fulfilled you. You're not feeling fulfilled. You're still feeling like, you still want to try. You want to still have that kind of young and free kind of mindset, or when it comes to love, or when it comes to passion, or when it comes to your desires. But there's still this feeling like you don't feel 100% complete in yourself, or your intuition is feeling off on how you navigate your feelings, or how you talk about your feelings or communicate your feelings to yourself as well as others. And it's now asking you to take, the full moon is asking you to take this time to really, appreciate who you are, really appreciate the uniqueness in you, the uniqueness in you, girl, the uniqueness in you, boy. Take that time to really appreciate you and love on yourself. The full moon is asking you to love on yourself, Bring that love energy, be complete. Go and sit on a chair somewhere like the King of Cups and just, have a nice drink, You can have your tea. Let me have my tea right here. Yeah, we have got some tea. Yeah, I've got some raspberry tea at the minute, or something even a little bit nicer, maybe a little some wine or some rum or something like that. Maybe we could do that on another episode, you know. But just really feel good, feeling good in you. Taking that time, go sit somewhere and just, wherever you just go and put on your nice, like, from head to toe, you look good. Body look good from head to toe. And just go sit somewhere and just feeling in that good energy about yourself. You showing that love to yourself. Because when you show that love to yourself, boy, you can't come back in that energy again. You can't come back in that energy again because you're showing love to yourself. I know sometimes you might have put your best foot forward into this energy, but then the person that you may have felt like was your soulmate, or you had a kind of like a soulmate connection to this, whether it could have been, even if it's not a person, it could have been like a job or something that you wanted to do and it's not worked out in the way. It's okay, because you're going back to the drawing board. Full moon is asking you to go back to the drawing board and really tune into what it is that you want, what it is that makes you feel good. You being in touch, with your own feelings, with your own emotions, and being okay with it. Yeah? Let's do an affirmation right now. I am the King of Cups. And I'm the Queen of Cups. I'm the Ace of Cups. And that I am confident in my energy. And I'm confident in my energy. And sit down when you do it. And just, I'm confident in my energy. And visualize, see yourself as that King of Cups, or the Queen of Cups, or the Ace of Cups. Yeah, that you bring a frequency of love everywhere you go. Everywhere you go. And I can tell, for the collective who picked this pile, you are a loving energy. You are a loving energy. And at times you have felt like your loving energy has been used against you. People have tried to use it to manipulate you, put you in situations where you're questioning yourself, like whether the friendship or the love relationship that you had, or whether you were at work or anything like that, has put you in this position that you feeling like you are not good enough. You feeling like as much as you're giving love, that the love is still not enough. But it's like, you don't worry about that, because you are a beautiful energy. Beautiful energy, and you are part of the collective. You are here. We are all in this together. We are all supporting one another. We are all loving on one another. We are all guiding one another. You're coming, you're here, you're listening to the readings. These readings will help to give you that love. I'm giving you that love. As a collective, we're giving you that love. All right, sis? All right, brother? Yeah? Brother is just brother. Yeah? But we're giving that love to one another. And you got this. Go sit on your throne. Go and sit on your throne of love. Go and work on your heart chakra, because I can see this is now time to work on your heart chakra, and you can do that by showing that love to yourself. When you've then been putting your other people in front of you, yeah, whether it could be financially supporting them, you know, always thinking, no, don't worry, I got this, I'll support you. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. If you're not doing it for yourself, and that's not nothing to do with being selfish or like any, like what people say, being narcissistic, or like to show love. You're showing love to yourself. No, you're showing that love to yourself. You're respecting your boundaries. You know, you're having healthy boundaries for yourself. If someone you admire is good enough for you to take them out on a 5-star meal, you know, all VIP, all costs covered, show that same love to yourself. All right? You hear me? If someone is good enough to take out on a private jet plane, yeah, and someone that you admire, private jet plane, everything is paid, everything is covered, are you showing that same love for yourself? Would you do that for yourself? Forget anybody, but like, would you just go and do that for yourself? This is the type of self-love the full moon is asking you to show for yourself. You put yourself in that energy, put yourself in that frequency, and it's got nothing to do with you being selfish or anything like that, but the full moon is asking you to let go. You've been putting yourself, you know, on the burner. You've been putting yourself on the background and helping people to excel in front of you. Now is the time to let go, because that's not been serving you. It's not been supporting you, and you've then felt like, hold up a minute, I'm putting all this energy to support people, help people. Why is that I'm not getting that same support back? Why am I not getting that same love back? Why? And you start questioning everybody around you. You start questioning who's your friends. You start questioning if people have really got your back. It's time to show that love to yourself. Go sit on your throne. Go and get yourself a nice drink. Go and put your nice glad rags on. Put your nice dress on. Put your nice suit on and go sit in your throne and enjoy yourself. Go and pamper yourself. What I can see now is like going to get your nails done. You know, whether it's get a pedicure or a manicure. Embrace that, you know. If someone asks you, would you like this? Take it. Accept and receive is a two-way process. And I can see that even from this reading here, that you may have been that person who's willing to give, and that kind of willing to give and be the first person to come forward, even with the Page of Cups, again, with that kind of like the younger and like a kind of a younger, vibrant energy, where you're like, it's kind of put you in a position where people can also maybe manipulate and feel like you're more gullible into being used in this way, and it's telling you it's time to let go. It's time to let go of this, honey. It's time to let go. Remember, as a collective, we're all in together. Put it in the comments if you have felt like this, you know, or you're currently feeling like this. Put it in the comments, because we're all in this together. We're all supporting one another, you know. We're all about self-growth, all about development. And go and put something nice on. Go sit down, have a drink, and just enjoy you. Love on you. Go and do. You know, go and take yourself to a nice restaurant. Go and take yourself to a nice holiday. Anything that you have done in the past, or you're currently doing, where you're thinking, wow, you know, it's like you always put yourself first. It's time for you. You always put the other person first. It's time for you to put yourself first. You know, it's got nothing to do about you being selfish or anything like that. It's you taking the time to put yourself first, because ultimately, if you can't show up for yourself, how can you show up for other people? You hear that? If you can't show up for yourself, how can you truly show up for other people? You have to show that love to yourself. You have to recognize what real love, true love looks like. And that comes from you in your, like, for yourself. You recognizing what it is that you desire, what you respect, what you honor, and knowing that that love comes from you. So, you know, when you want to manifest love, bringing love into yourself, like into your existence, we want to focus on being the Nine of Cups. We want to focus on being the Nine of Pentacles. We being secure in ourselves. Being secure in ourselves. Yeah? Being secure in ourselves. So then the person that we meet compliments us. Yeah? See how the Temperance has got the cups? It's like you complimenting one another with the cups. So this person is securing their self, this person is securing their self, and they're coming together and they're complementing one another. All right. But you have to be secure in yourself, and the the full moon is asking us to really focus on our self-love. Self-love is our time. It is our time to just show that good up love energy to ourselves. So take that time to show it, because you are beautiful, you are gorgeous, you are sexy, yeah, and you are divine, and you are blessed, and truly blessed, and you are truly blessed with love energy, where you are willing to give that energy to others. It's now time to show that love to yourself. Show that love to yourself. Yeah? When you're thinking about making a nice meal, or you've made a nice meal for somebody or anything like that in the past, it's you do that for yourself. You show up for yourself. You go and buy those nice pair of shoes. You go and buy that nice pair of like cufflinks or anything like that you've seen. Go and get it for yourself. Yeah? Because I can see you're a very thoughtful, caring, loving person. And I want you to show that. Show that. Spirit's asking you to show that to yourself. Show that energy to yourself. All right? All right. So let's go and have a look and see what the oracle has to say. So it says, only I know what is appropriate for me. Only I know what is appropriate for me. Okay. So when you remember that everyone who asks is given, then how wonderful and appropriate is it for you to make the choices for you? For the universe operates much more efficiently without a middleman interceding on your behalf. So you always know in that moment what is best for you. You hear that? You hear that? What is best for you? So this is collective. I hope the messages are resonating. I hope the messages are resonating for you to recognize that you are important. You are important. Yeah? And I'm sorry that you have felt in the past, or you have currently felt like you're not important, but you're important. You are loved. And as part of the collective, we're all in this together, and we're going to show that love to one another. We're all about that self-growth. We're all about that personal development. Yes, we use tarot, we use oracle, and we use a bit of a Jamaican culture in the mix. Yeah, as well as Pamela Coleman Smith, who is the illustrator of these cards, of the Rider-Waite Smith deck. Yeah, so we show that little love to her as well. But we're all about that personal growth, personal development. So I hope the messages resonated, that you can take them and help you on your way. So we're going to also have a look at a Jamaican proverb. There's a Jamaican proverb for this that can help us. Let's have a look. Ooh, had quite a few. We're going to just pick one. Wow. So we have the bucket are well with water. One day, the bottom of the bucket must drop out. Wow. So collective, I hope you have listened to the podcast, because there's a podcast on this on the channel. So if you go down and check on the videos, you will find the podcast. I think it's how to stop feeling overwhelmed. Yeah, how to stop feeling overwhelmed. But it's the bucket are well with water. One day the bottom of the bucket must drop out. So it's just like, let's say you have you have a bucket, for instance. Let's say we're going to use this for instance. You have a bucket. This is the bucket, and it's the bottom of the bucket. Whereas if things are being poured in, poured in, poured in, and like I said, I could tell, collective, you are that person. You're all about showing love, and you have love from a divine place. You have a love from a or even like maybe as an inner child, you've always desired that same love, and to give that love to others. And you have felt let down, like you're giving it all the time to people, and it's not to say you're doing something to look to get it back, but it would be nice to meet people or be around people of the same frequency who gives you who shows you that same kind of love or unconditional love in return. And when you when you feel like you're not getting that, that's what's causing the imbalance. That's what's making it so the bottom of your bucket is because after that it's like, I can't do anymore. It's putting me in this position now, and I got to stop that. I've got to stop that. I really got to stop that, because not only that, it's also impacting on how you're feeling, your overall, your mental well-being, everything like gets impacted, your spiritual well-being, everything, your physical. So it's recognizing it's time to really take in that, you have to focus on what is appropriate for you. And what is appropriate for you is focusing on your self-love. Yeah, being the king of cups, and really channeling that king of cups energy. I would say, if look good on the king of cups energy, look good on the king of cups, and see, right, maybe I'll wear some red. Yeah, I'll wear some kind of teal blue, some kind of gold, and really tune in. Like, I'm good. I'm good. And I'm confident in my energy, and I'm confident with the energy that I give to the world. I give and show love, and I give and show love, but that love also comes back to me in return, you know? And I'm thankful that I am, that love that I show to the world returns back to me in the same way. Yeah? Like, just being confident in who you are, and recognizing that we all bring a power, like our own kind of power into the world. Yeah? And you're blessed with showing love. You're blessed with love energy. You're blessed with showing. We all have love energy, but you naturally, as you can see, naturally have this love energy that you give to the world. You naturally have it, yeah, and you blossom wherever you go. But it's now asking you. The full moon is asking you to now let go of situations, or even people around you have been flaky. It's like you questioning whether they're really for you, whether they've got your back, whether they're genuine friends. It's asking you to really tune into your own intuition, tuning into your own love energy, loving and showing that love to yourself. So when you show up into the world, you're showing up, and you're showing that love to yourself. Yes, you show that love to people, but you show it to yourself first. Yeah, stop putting yourself on as like a martyr. You don't need to be a martyr. You don't need to be sacrificing yourself, or selling yourself short, putting yourself where you're always giving and you're not getting that in return. It's time for you to recognize your own power and show up. Show up. Show up. Goody, goody, goody. Show up. Yeah? Show up, baby. Show up. And just love on yourself. Love on yourself. Yeah? And even set up like a vision plan, or like a vision board, or just maybe, let's say, for the remainder of the year, what you're going to do for yourself. Yeah, so only things that you've maybe put in a back burner, any plans that you had for yourself, the time is now to really focus on yourself. Yeah. So when the next, let's say for the next year, you've got like you've set up you've created plans for yourself now, so then you can, go forward into the new year, um continuing focusing on that plan and really channeling what it is that you truly want and desire. All right? All right, collective. I hope the messages resonated and I hope that you found use in the messages. Um, and remember, what we do around here is if the messages resonated, you take them. Take the messages that resonated. And if the messages didn't resonate, you leave it. You don't have to take it. Yeah? You don't have to take it. I saw it go. I saw it go. I saw it go around here. Yeah? That's how it goes around here. All right. So be sure to like and subscribe. Yeah, and share with friends and family and or anyone that you feel that the messages may be useful to them. And click on the notification bell so you're always up to date on the next the next episode or the next video. Yeah, and if you do get a chance, if you haven't listened to how to stay how to stop feeling overwhelmed, which is the podcast relating to the proverb, the bucket are well with water, because I think it'd be really good for you to just have a listen and just share in the comments as well, like how you're showing that self-love. That would be really good to know, just show how you're showing that self-love, yeah, to yourself and also to help the collective. Wagwan people, Wagwan tea sippers, how you all doing? I hope you are doing well. Yeah, so we have another jam-packed reading to understand what messages are there for us as a collective who chose this pile. So pile M, yeah, to help us. What is it that that we can use, the messages we can use to help our intuition, our guidance, yeah, and to see what if there's anything that we need to let go of that has been that's no longer serving us. All right, so let's have a look. Be sure to have some like a nice cup of tea. I've got some raspberry tea. Yes, have some like or if you want something else or a little bit stronger, some wine or some rum, it's up to you. All right. If you want to have something to sip on. But be sure to like and subscribe and click on the notification bell as well, so you're always up to date with videos like this, messages like this as well. All right, so let's get into it and let's see Wagwan. Okay, so we're gonna put this one here for now. Let's leave it like that. And we've got the 8 of Wands in reverse. We've got the 10 of Cups in reverse. We've got the 6 of Pentacles. We've got the 6 of Cups. And we've got the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Collective. So, if we have a look at the 8 of Wands, the 8 of Wands upright is all about like things coming to us, whether it's messages, whether it's like opportunities coming to us, communicate, like things could be coming like fast to us. But for it to be in reverse, it's like it's coming, but there's some stagnation there. There is some slow, there's not, there's a blockage there. That's because it should be moving, the energy should be moving. Like currency, like electric currency, just, the idea is that it should be moving. But here it's just like, it's just sticking like that. Like it's just sticking. It's slowly moving. So it's understanding what has been like causing this stagnation. And for the Ten of Cups here, it's like I'm sensing that you may have, this is maybe what you want. You want to have like security in your like love life, whether it's like your family life, relationships that you have, or to be like just secure where you have all this. Excuse me. There is something about sneezing. I have noticed during reading, sneezing collective, when there is some kind of stagnant, and that's what I'm kind of getting from it. It's like it's something that's become like, it's starting to gather dust. Because you know that's how I kind of see it. Stagnant energy is like something gathering dust. It's not, there's no movement, and hence with the Eight of Wands. But I always seem to get that. So that's my side of like, there is something going on here which is causing that, like feeling like you want to sneeze, you know, that kind of stagnant dust is just gathering. The things are, you know, and it's not to say that there aren't blessings here, there ain't opportunities here, but it's kind of, there's a slow progress here, yeah, which is causing this to be in the reverse. But to me, this is where I'm seeing like, because with the Six of Pentacles here and the Six of Cups here, it's definitely about some of you feeling like you want a love or relationship that is balanced. You give to that person gives to you. So I'm sensing that with the Six of Cups here as well, it's definitely someone from your past life, or someone like an ex, or someone that you've currently, a recent ex. This will link in the next video, so make sure you keep your notification bell on, because we got the next video about exes coming up soon. So I think that would be a really good video for you to watch as well, because this one seems like I'm getting from the messages here that there may have been a lot of kind of you feeling like you're not getting what you want from this relationship. You feel like you may be putting into this relationship, but feeling like if you're not getting the same in return. But ultimately, you both may want the same things. But you're moving the way you're both moving. And I'm kind of getting that there's probably not enough communication going on, because I don't see any swords, and swords also is part of like that communication. But it's ultimately like you both may be working together, like saying, right, you know, this is what we want. We do want to work on the same goal, whether it's marriage, whether it's building together, growth. But there is this kind of like where we're not communicating, we're not taking the time to really communicate with one another, really share how we are feeling, our current, like our mindsets, our attitudes. And it's creating an imbalance now with how this love is received, how this love is being, how the love is being currently valued, that it's almost become, it's creating like a kind of transactional love. Like, well, if you put into this, I'll put into this. But there's an element of you having feelings for this person, or this person having feelings for you. Like, I'm kind of also getting this kind of like, if it's not you, it could be this other person that you're dealing with. And you want to work on it, but again, because it's kind of like the two of you are watching one another, it's causing this kind of like, well, we can work on it, but I ain't coming first. I'm not gonna put my foot forward. Like, or you might be you feeling like, oh, you're always doing it, and I'm fed up of that now. I'm fed up of, like, I'm getting like this really fed up, stagnant energy in this read. Like, this read, like, it's telling me like the two of you want something. The two of you want this, and you may want it, but you're not you don't want to put any energy into this, you don't want to put any energy in it if the person ain't going to show you that energy. And you know what, that's fair enough. But I feel like if you're feeling like this and you've been feeling like this for a while, because with the eights here, you had this the eight of wands here, and we got the eight of pentacles here as well. And we got two sixes, so we got a double eight, and we got a double six here. So to me, this is telling me there's a lot of the six the eighth and the sixth are very important right now. Okay, because the let's say the eighth is all about working on yourself, growth. Yeah, taking those time to really tune into what it is that you want to focus on. Yeah, and I feel like maybe this situation could have happened either let's say within August, or this has happened 8 months ago, or you may have known this person 8 years ago, or anything like that, or you've been working together, building together. But there's also the six, because the element of the six is also here. Okay, what I'm getting here is that you want harmony in your life. You want something that's going to give you that joy, that completion of where you feel like things are being fair, with the six of pentacles. But also you have kind of like a romanticized way of looking at things, and that sometimes has not always worked in your favor. Hence the reason why we've got the eight of pentacles here. So I think it's really taking that time to really, ask yourself, is this really what you want? Is this really what you want? Because with the eight of wands being here, it's like a stagnant energy. There's been movement, but it's not the way you wanted it. And so the Ten of Cups is kind of reversed, where you're not fully satisfied, you're not complete in how you feel, and how things are working for you, financially as well. You may be kind of just not feeling like the situation itself is giving you that kind of the opportunities to really have things on a fair level ground. And it's caused those issues where you're just feeling like, this is what I want, and you're recognizing that is what you want, and really taking the time to just tune in and ask yourself, is this what you really want? Because you ultimately, we all want to strive for becoming the Nine of Pentacles, or the Nine of Cups. So being secure, complete in ourselves, before we go out and explore love, or go and explore any ambitions or desires that we have, because we really ultimately we want to make sure that it is what we truly want and desire, so we can manifest what we truly want and desire. All right, people. So if we want to manifest what we want, what we truly want, what we desire, you have to really go with what completes you, what fulfills you, so you can bring more of that energy into your life, into your existence, making that happen for yourself. Okay, because that's what we all want, that's what we're all striving for, so we can make it happen for ourselves. So in regards to this, if this is like a love situation, having a conversation with that person, because then you would have that clarity where you both willing to put into this relationship? Are you both willing to invest in this relationship to make it happen? And if it's like a work scenario, are you willing to put in that amount of work or effort into it? Or have you been putting in the work and effort, and you're recognizing that you're not getting that 100% back, but because you've got connections or ties pride or attachment to it is why you're drawn into this. But then is it healthy? Because if it's now giving you, if it's showing like an 8 of Pentacles, if it's coming up in as an 8 of Pentacles in your life as a reverse, then that's something that it's like, well, it's stagnant. There's still that stagnant energy, that it's not, things are not moving the way you want it. So it's really kind of connecting with yourself and really taking that time to, even if it's just go somewhere and have a sit, have a think about it. See if there's any like signs or synchronicities that come up, or when people might say something and something resonates and you're thinking, whoa, wow, yeah, I didn't look at it like this. Why didn't I think about this before? Yeah, because it might start making you think like, whoa, what was I missing? Why did I miss this? What happened here? Like, what happened? Because it's kind of essentially saying, this is what you want. You want to be able to have a kind of like a balanced harmony in your current situation. But there's also this bit of you kind of loving or remembering things that you've loved in the past, or this could be a past love, and this is what is causing the issue of where you're going this back and forth, but things haven't worked out in the past, and you may want to try again, but it's whether you're willing and the other person is willing to put work and time, work and effort. Because building a relationship, putting any time in anything, it's like, if someone's truly interested, they'll make the time, they'll make the effort. We're all busy. Everyone is busy. Yeah, and I can see there's lots of busy stuff going on. Everyone is busy, but it's whether you're willing to put the time and the effort, to make something happen, to make something grow, to make something kind of like develop and prosper and blossom. Yeah. But here there's some stagnant energy going on. So it's like removing those blocks. This is what the full moon is asking, to remove those blocks that is keeping you stagnant, and having that conversation. Sometimes we have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Yeah. So we can come out of that, not just also just like dwelling or focusing on the Six of Cups remembering the good old days, remembering all the good times that we used to kiki and laugh, and no, you have to also remember, yeah, I remember those times when we used to kiki and it used to be nice, innit? Oh yes, we used to have a nice drink up and all them things there. Yeah, so we used to have a drink and all them kind of things. But I have to remember those things as well that I didn't like. Yeah, those things I didn't like. Things you say one thing, and I'm holding on to that word, thinking that it's gonna create some kind of balance or harmony, or I feel like I'm not doing everything all the time, and that it still seems like that hasn't happened. And it's like it's not progressing, it's not moving as we hope. So it's like having that real conversation, being sure and like in what it is that you want, what you truly want and desire, so that it can come to you, you can manifest it, you can bring it into your existence, and recognizing your self-value, your self-worth, yeah, and what you desire, and really focusing on you. Collective, we are all about self-growth, all about love and light, all about personal development over here. I saw it go round here. I saw it go round here, yeah? So that's how it goes around here. So take that time. If the full moon is asking you, for those in the collective who's chosen this pile, take that time to love on yourself. Love on yourself, sister. Love on yourself, brother. Take that time. Really tune into yourself. Really tune into, ask yourself, is this truly what you want? If it's a work situation, if it's a love situation, if it's a health, it could be anything. Is this what you want? Is this what you need? Because ultimately, we're all about working towards building that completion. We feeling complete in ourselves. And to feel complete in yourselves You have to come out that comfort zone. And there's some kind of comfort zone going on here where it's that kind of what seems familiar, I'm going to stay with it. But because it's familiar doesn't mean it's always good. Why? You hear that? Because it's familiar, it doesn't mean that it's always good. So taking that time to recognize and look at what it is that is important for you. What are your core values? What are your core needs? Yeah, you might want this, but this want has not given you what you actually need. So really tuning in to what it is that you want and need, and are they compatible with one another? That's another question. Are they compatible with one another? And really take that time. All right, collective. So let's have a look on the oracle card now. Let's have a look. Let's see what message there is for the collective. So when I reverse the thought, I reverse the condition. When I reverse the thought, I reverse the condition. So there is no condition so severe that you cannot reverse it by choosing different thoughts. However, choosing different thoughts requires focus and practice. So if you continue to focus as you have been, to think as you have been, and to believe as you have been, then nothing in your experience will change. Woy yoy. Collective, did you hear that message? So if you've been thinking and doing the same thing and expecting the same results, or expecting different results, it's not going to happen. You know, you have to change your way of thinking. You have to change your way of doing things. You want harmony, but the situation, yeah, whether it's a love relationship, whether it's a situation where you're at work and you're not happy, you're not feeling satisfied with what you're doing, yeah, is creating this kind of like, even though I can feel it, like it's like this stagnation where it's holding you, and it now work. It's now work. It like if you have to come out of this, and you have to, you know, take that courage, build that strength for you to come out of it, get that confidence to say, you know what, this is what I want. This is what I want, and I'm going to seek it. Yes, I would love something that's going to give me that familiarity, or something that's going to help give me that balance where I can feel like, you know, I'm getting like an equal share in this situation. But I've got to do something to make sure that I am working on it and making that effort. Yeah, taking that time to really tune into what it is that I want and need. Yes, so it can come to you. But if you're going to keep doing the same thing and thinking the same way, it ain't going to happen, because you have to come out of that comfort zone. You have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable for things to kind of work in your favor, for things to start, you know, you see the fool. So the fool in the tarot is like taking that risk. You know, sometimes you might not even know how you're going to get there, how it's going to happen, but you trust the process. And even if you might feel like this situation hasn't been like a win-win situation, but you can learn from it, you can grow from it, yeah? No opportunity where there might have been failure is a missed opportunity. It's always an opportunity where you can learn, where you can reflect, you can grow. Remember, collective, we're all about love and light, self-development, personal development, self-growth. Yeah? I saw it go around here. That's how it go around here. And take the messages, you know, and I hope that the messages are resonating. But before we come to a close, we're going to pull out a proverb. So I'm just going to get a proverb. What message today? What proverb do we have today for the collective regarding this situation? This wants to come out. All right. So John Crow, think him on Pitney So this one is like, so the John Crow, which is basically like a bird. It's like the crow bird. It says thinks his own pitney is white. So it's like the bird thinks its own child is like one color or a particular color. So for instance, it's like saying it's white. So and the crow birds, they tend to be like of a darker complexion, or yeah, the crow birds. So here it says always thinks their own is best. So it's a one-sided view. And wow, this is what's going on here. Like there is this kind of thing where here it's like, let's say for instance with the love, in regards to love, there's this kind of one way, and this one way of doing things, people not coming together to having a feeling like they have an equal balance in this relationship. There's the harmony is kind of lacking, because yes, there has been movement, but it's like the satisfaction is not there. It's lacking. It's not giving what it needs to give. Yeah. And so there's this sense of like feeling of like you're holding on to the past, you're holding on to the memories of the good feelings, but then those good feelings still won't make up the fact or the reality that it's not working. Yeah. And for it to, something has to give, something has to change, communication has to be in the process, you know, taking actions, doing things differently have to come in the process, not always seeing that your way is right. Yeah, so if you're dealing with someone who's thinking like, who's got a very fixed way, it's like this ain't going to happen, this ain't going to work. Or if they're thinking that their way is always best, and as I say, their poo don't stink, let's put it that way, yeah, it's not going to work. Yeah, it's not going to work. So it has to be a mindset, an attitude change, yeah, for progress to happen. So I see this as, this is what the full moon is asking you to let go of this, like to let go of this kind of stagnation energy and work towards growth, work towards your own healing, work towards looking at things differently. Yeah, if you're dealing with someone who's very stagnant in their attitude, very fixed in their way, you know, recognizing that, is that something you have to work on, some healthy boundaries for yourself, so you're not getting I want to say or dived I'm getting the word dive, not to dive in to their kind of like their plans or their schemes or anything like that, when then it's leaving you feeling like the 10 of Cups reverse. Yeah, because this now work, this is not, you're not feeling satisfied, you're not getting that, and this is where you're calling for this, the 6 of Pentacles. You want something that's more like in harmony with yourself, with your desires, with your true wants and needs. So you've got to make it happen so you can keep building, keep growing. Yeah, so not be in this state where things are just not moving forward, you know, or moving as forward as quickly as you want it. All right. So to the collective, I hope this message resonated with you. And remember, yeah, round here, this is how it go around here. If the messages resonate, take them, use them for your guidance, use them to help you along your way. But if the messages don't resonate, leave it. I saw it go around here. I saw it go around here. Okay, that's how it goes around here. Take what resonates and leave the rest, you know. And be sure to like and subscribe. Yeah, click on the notification bell so you're always up to date on the next video. And share with your friends and your loved ones, or anyone that you feel like the message could really support them on their journey of the growth. Yeah, and wagwan, man, wagwan. Stay blessed, look after yourself, and wagwan.